Good morning. Good morning and good morning. Happy Monday to you guys. I am woke, I guess. Let me see. Hold up. I guess I'm woke. Good morning. Golly, when I tell y'all Monday morning came so quick, oh my God. I did kind of go to bed slightly late last night. But good morning. Good morning, was it Angelia Johnson? Good morning. Truth be told, good morning, Frederick Phillips. Good morning, Rose Armstead. Good morning, Gloria Williams. Good morning, Adrian Wiley. Good morning, Miss Michelle J. Good morning, Shirley Terry. Good morning, Jones Lynn. Good morning, Deborah Johnson, Tanisha Martin, Felicia. Good morning, Laura Eden. Good morning, Sneaker Chick. All right, Yvette Bell. Oh, y'all come in quick. Deborah Johnson, good morning. Miss T Zeta Mom, good morning. Good morning, Joanna B. Williams. Good morning, Miss Cookie Dough. Good morning, Overcomer I Am. Good morning, Lana Thomas, Mimi Erica, Linda Lee. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Cynthia Jacobs. Good morning, Reba 06. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me put my thing on. Good morning. Ooh. All right. Good morning, Sweet Essence. Good morning, Velma Sadler. Good morning. Good morning, Dolores Campbell. Good morning, Audrey Williams. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What up, KBR, my mind? Good morning, Siobhan Foster. Good morning. Is today your birthday, Siobhan Foster? I be trying to keep up with y'all birthdays, child. I be seeing in the chat somebody's birthday is coming up. Versina McCrary, good morning. Sweet Essence, good morning. Artrell Palmer, good morning. Purple Unicorn, what's up? That's a content creator. Good morning. Flower Bloom, good morning. What up, Tyra? My other mod, good morning. Good morning. Flower Bloom, good morning. Good morning to everyone coming in. Let's get into our show because we do have one. All right. Everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, and is use of fair use and entertainment. Says, good morning. Yesterday was my birthday. They threw me. Oh, that's so sweet. She said yesterday was her birthday. They threw her a surprise birthday party. That's what's up. The surprise birthday parties be lit. Okay. Yes, honey. Yesterday was her birthday. So y'all send out a happy birthday shout out to our own Siobhan Foster. Okay. Let her know y'all show her some love, honey. Let her know happy birthday, honey. Because everybody don't make it to their birthday. Everybody don't make it to their birthday. But yeah. Oh my God. I found out some very crazy news yesterday, y'all, and I don't even know if I want to talk about it on here. But one of my subscribers, y'all, this kind of touched me in a way. I ain't gonna hold you because I literally just saw this person last year for a meet and greet when Mel had her event come to town last year. And all the subbies and everybody got together. I remember sitting down with this person. She came up to me when I came in the room because I surprised them. They didn't even know I was coming. And when I walked in the room, everybody kind of got up and they greeted me. They hugged me. She came and sat like right beside me and hugged me and talked to me. We took pictures together. She was just telling me about, her kids. She was going to see her kids. And I mean, it was just nice. We were all laughing and having a good time. I found out last night that this person is not here anymore, you guys. And that made me really sad. That made me very, very sad. So shout out to, if you guys remember her, shout out to, and I don't want to put nobody on the spot, but this kind of touched my heart last night. And that's why it took me so long to go to sleep, because I got that news like right before I went to sleep that person is no longer here. Yeah, Sharonda Thomas. I'm going to say your name this morning in my chat, ma'am. Sharonda Thomas, rest in peace to you, ma'am. If you guys know her, if you guys have seen her online, she watched a lot of my videos. She told me, hey, Cameron, I'm a huge fan of your show. I watch you. You are crazy. I get up in the mornings and I laugh with you with Car Chronicles. Like, she hugged my neck when I saw her. She was so nice. She was so sweet. So it broke my heart last night to hear that she had passed away. Yeah. By someone who really loved her, someone very close. I don't want to get into what happened to her. If you guys know her, you guys can talk to people that know her and get the full description, but she's not here anymore. Rest in peace to her. Sharonda Thomas. All right. Sharonda Thomas, one of my, sweet, sweet, sweet girl. One of my subscribers. She was a subscriber. She told me she subscribed to my channel. She watched me every day. So for me to hear last night, she's not here anymore. Someone took her life. So I'm sorry to hear that. And I'm so sad about that. I'm very sad. Because I was like, gosh, you just never ever know. Yeah. You never ever know when you meet a person if they're going to be here one day and if they're not going to be here the next. So rest in peace to her. That shit really blew my mind. I was like, oh my God. And I looked at her picture. I was like, I cannot believe this shit. Like, I literally just saw this person last year, hugged her neck and had a conversation. This person is not on this earth anymore. So rest in peace to her. Yeah. If y'all know who she is, send some love her family way. I saw some, she's on TikTok. I did see on TikTok where a lot of people were saying, because I was scrolling, I was like, what the hell? And they were saying, rest in peace to her. How did you have to leave me this way? I was like, hold on, what's going on? Because she's also, me and her also, you know, following each other on TikTok as well. So when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute, what? So somebody else hit me up. I was talking to someone else who subscribed to me, who knows her, and they were telling me all the backlog, and they sent me the news thing as well about what happened. And I was just sitting there blown, just reading that shit like, are you fucking kidding me? Let's move on though. I don't even know why I opened my show up with that, but hold on, child. Let me pray. Yeah, let me get that out my spirit, child. That it bothered me. It really bothered me because you can see a person today and they're gone tomorrow. So rest in peace to her. Send some love to her family if you guys know who she is. All right, thank you guys. Let's move on. It shows that you guys got to, if you love somebody, if you care about somebody, if you meet someone, always make sure that you have a great first impression. Okay, and I'm glad that I did that. Great first impression. So it was awesome meeting her. So shout out to her. Rest in peace to her and condolences to her family and everybody that knew her. All right, let's move on. All right, so as you guys may know, Jaguar Wright is being sued by JayZ after her Piers Morgan interview. You guys may have seen that when she got up there saying that JayZ had kids locked in suitcases and all kind of crazy shit. She was doing the most. Jaguar is working with Tony Buzbee, which is an attorney who has like hundreds of cases against Diddy and a few against R. Kelly, I think it was. But let's get into what is going on with that, honey, because JayZ is like, yeah, we ain't about to let this mess slide. He is sick of Jaguar Wright. Jaguar been on his ass for years, and she is not letting up. And now JayZ has decided to return the favor, and he is coming after her ass. Now, his money is way longer than hers, okay? So, yeah, let's get into it, child. It says that JayZ's legal team is reportedly preparing a lawsuit against Jaguar Wright. Now, y'all know that Jaguar used to sing backup for JayZ on one of his songs, Love Song. Y'all remember the song, Sound Like a Love Song? So y'all know that was her singing in that song, Jaguar. She's very talented. If she can just focus, I would love to see her get back out there and do some music. But unfortunately, she's more fixated on celebrities and what celebrities are doing in Hollywood and exposing them. She has her YouTube channel where she gets on there, honey, and she be telling everybody damn business. And hey, I ain't knocking the hustle, but you know, if you're trying to walk in the same hallways and rub elbows with these people, then you kind of gotta have a, you know, certain respect, as they say, for these folk. All right, but people are not feeling Jaguar because Jaguar be telling people shit. So I get that. Let's get into this damn lawsuit. All right, so JayZ's legal team is allegedly preparing a lawsuit against Jaguar Wright to address her alleged false claims made in various YouTube interviews. Now, according to Media Takeout, shout out to them, Jaguar Wright has retracted all negative statements about the rapper, which is JayZ, asserting that any such comments attributed, why I can't read this morning, to her were manipulated or edited, possibly with AI. Facing legal pressure, she now denies ever making salacious remarks against the hip-hop star. I'm in here reading like Tisha this morning. Tisha, if you don't get the hell out of my chat, all right? Because y'all know Camera can read real good. We ain't about to do that. All right, so the alleged lawsuit against the vocalist, which is Jaguar Wright, comes after she made explosive allegations against JayZ and his wife Beyonce on Piers Morgan's show. It said that we reported earlier that Morgan, which is Piers Morgan, invited Wright onto a program to weigh in on Diddy's arrest and mounting legal issues. It says the 54-year-old father of 7 is facing numerous accusations, which is Diddy, y'all, of sexual assault by women and men. Wow. Says that he is currently being held without bond in a Brooklyn jail following his arrest last month on federal charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. It says that for 4 years, says that I've been screaming, not just Diddy. but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going, according to what Jaguar Wright told Piers Morgan, child. It says that The Vibe also reports that when Morgan asked Jaguar why Jigga, which is Jay-Z, has yet to speak out about the Diddy controversy, she replied by saying it because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere and forces everyone to carry water while he sneaks away without a response. Says that that changes now. Sean, this is what Jaguar is saying. It says that you must respond. You have no choice. It says that Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common professionally and privately, and it's Sean Carter. So she is pointing the finger at Jay-Z. Jay-Z pretty much stopped her career, to be honest with y'all. They had a little falling out. So, of course, I feel like Jay-Z had a lot to do with Jaguar being blackballed, and she has made it her business to come for him every chance she gets, okay? Because really nobody in the industry will really fool with her now. She also goes on to say that I've talked to hundreds of victims that I deal with still myself. She said that I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimonies about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. So she's saying that Beyonce is in on whatever Jay-Z is in on. So Jaguar goes on to say that they're a nasty little couple. She says they do nasty things, keeping people against their will, putting people on planes while they're unconscious. She goes on to say that just like Aaliyah got on that plane unconscious, she says that there's a lot of things that people do not want to talk about. She says, I'm just being honest. Jaguar Wright goes on to say that they say that Jaguar Wright's comments sparked on social media frenzy, prompting Jay-Z and Beyonce's lawyers to reach out to Piers Morgan and request that he edit her segment. It says that Piers Morgan later apologized publicly to Jay-Z and Beyonce on his show. Okay, so yeah, they were like, yeah, take that shit out, because Jaguar, yeah, she ain't about to be out here defaming our character like that. If that did not happen, I hope she has the receipts to back up what she's saying and the allegations that she put out there about Jay-Z and Beyonce, because they are prominent figures, okay, and they do have long money to fight this in court if they need to. So shout out to Jaguar for, I guess, damn knocking the damn top off the damn bottle out here and spilling all the damn tea. Shit, that's a hot mess, child. Whew. I would not want to be in that. Fighting against Jay-Z and Beyonce. All right, so let's get into this next topic where Jaguar, we about to get off her in a second, honey. Jaguar is a whole mess, I tell you. A whole mess. Now, Jaguar Wright says that she's working on, and she's working with attorney Tony Buzbee. All right. Let's take this off so y'all can see it. All right, so here we go.
But I don't think that they knew how to get in touch with you exactly, or they had tried to. And I was just telling your producer, we received an email that everything was encrypted. They didn't say who they were, but they left this phone number.
Oh.
And it was pretty informative and a little different than normal. And so I thought I would call, and I'm glad I did. So, would it be okay if one of our attorneys called you?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea, because the truth is, everything that's happening to your firm has been happening to my life for the past 15 years because of the Carters.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We are somewhat familiar with everything that you've said. I know you've been online a long time.
Yes.
Talking about all of this.
Yes. So, trying to gain awareness.
Go ahead, ma'am.
No, I said just trying to gain, give the public some awareness.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, so would it be okay if an attorney reached out? And
absolutely. We can talk on Monday. And you can just, it was lovely speaking with you.
It's very nice speaking to you, too.
Okay.
Okay, so Monday, you want us to call?
Yeah, it was a call back Monday.
That was the Tony Buzbee law firm. You're being charged with doing stuff with minors. Your alleged son, who you've been avoiding doing DNA tests for over a decade. His mother was a minor. People are coming forward from Foxy Brown's high school talking about how you regularly picked her up after school, and it was kind of a known fact that that was your chick.
Mm.
Well, know what's funny? 2010, she finally admitted it. Y'all thought I was messing with AZ, and then you thought I was messing, and you thought I had Rick Ross' baby, and you thought it was Nas, and the real nigga was JayZ.
There you go. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. So, child, she is calling them out. Jaguar Wright is a damn riot, y'all. She don't give a damn. When I tell you she called names, she is something else. I said, baby. Shout out to the girls are fighting. Okay, if y'all don't watch them on Facebook, baby, they be having all the dripping tea over there. They said this woman said this woman is loony. So Jaguar Wright, honey, is getting ready to be facing a lawsuit with JayZ because he is tired of her ass. Okay, he is tired of her. So we're gonna see what comes of this. I told y'all the other day that this boy came out saying that he was JayZ's son. He looks just like JayZ, saying that his mom was 16 years old when she became impregnated by JayZ, and saying that he is his son, and says that he's been trying to get JayZ to do a paternity test for years, and he's declined to do it. But like I said the other day, if that's not your child, you can fix that. That's an easy fix by just taking the paternity test, saying, hey, here, look, he's not my child. But I guess he want to be out here on his Billie Jean bullshit. Billie Jean is not my son. Child, no. But whatever, child, do what you got to do. I would go ahead and take the paternity test and dead that whole situation to where you ain't even got to keep being followed around and contacting people going to social media saying, hey, you know you my daddy, right? Okay, but he won't do it. So it kind of lets people, I guess, make people think like, okay, maybe that is your child, because why are you avoiding the paternity test? Because all your kids look just like you, sir. But leave the Jaguar Wright to put it out there, honey, okay? Shout out to her. Shout out to her. Now, let's get into another lying individual. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's get into another lying individual. I pulled something that is very, very, very juicy this morning. Ooh, child. And let's blow it all the way up so y'all can see it, honey. Because baby, when I saw it, Lord. All right, let's share, honey, so y'all can see with me. Because this right here, honey, baby, when I saw this morning, I said, oh, we got to talk about this, because we've been talking about Drea Kelly and her lying ass. Drea Kelly and her lying ass. Shout out to Miss Hollywood Media, honey, because that's where we looking at it from. Let's blow it all the way up, baby, because I'm about to read this and y'all gonna be gagging, baby. All right, so y'all know that Andrea Kelly just set her lying ass down, and anytime I reference her, I gotta say lying ass, because she does lie a lot. But she just sat down with Carlos King to do an interview and lied the whole damn interview. I was like, this bitch. But anyway, so shout out to hold on, Miss Hollywood Media, okay. On Facebook, child, this is where I found this, and I believe this. Now, I just played for you guys the other day where Public Announcement, who used to do background singing for R. Kelly, they were in the group together, R. Kelly and Public Announcement back in the day. Public Announcement sat down and did a interview where they talked about Drea Kelly was held up on the bus with R. Kelly and some other younger girls, younger dancers or whatever, where they would be in the back of the bus, locked up in a room, all of them sleeping in the same bed with R. Kelly doing some freaky deaky shit. Drea Kelly wound up marrying R. Kelly unbeknownst to everybody, because nobody knew she was his wife. And Sparkle actually came out and said some things about her as well. Now, Sparkle is mentioned again in this publication I'm about to read to you guys, because her niece, who was the girl who was in the P video with R. Kelly, is also mentioned and given statement here, because y'all know that R. Kelly's trial came up and he was found guilty. Now, they're saying that Drea Kelly has never been a victim of anything. I told y'all that. Says that she was cool with R. Kelly until 2018, and she was doing videos online talking about my baby daddy, he the king of R&B, my baby daddy, that's R. Kelly, da, da, da. Like she was just like capping for this nigga for real. But then you sit up in Carlos King's interview and you cried like a baby about what all the things he did to you, but there's videos out there of you praising him and bigging him up, and my baby daddy this, my baby that. Now, they're saying that the feds never charged R. Kelly with anything related to Drea Kelly. Okay, notice that she didn't even testify in any of the trial of R. Kelly whenever he was being tried. None of the cases. And he was tried in several states. Why didn't she come forward and do any testimonies against him, knowing all the things that she says that she knew and the things that he did to her to help the victims while she hopped her ass on the Surviving R. Kelly documentary and was crying, and with the ugly cry too, talking about all the things he did to the other victims because she was a victim as well. But when it was time for these women to testify on the stand, why did you not go up there and testify as well to the things if you lived in the same house with him as his wife? Which was weird to me that she never opened her mouth, but you would sit up in interviews and you would trash him and talk about all the things that he's done to you. But I feel like it's lies. I'm sorry. If he did all these negative things to you, you should have said something then. But she was cool with R. Kelly. It's saying here up until 2018. They said that the feds never charged R. Kelly with anything related to Drea Kelly. It says that, did you know that Drea was in the relationship with Sparkle's niece? Did y'all know that? Sparkle's niece, the one that was in the video, that was 14 years old. They say she was 16. No. I did my digging. She was 14 years old during the time that this video took place between she and R. Kelly. Sparkle's niece, okay? They says that I'm tired of her lying to the masses who do not have the court transcript. We about to read the court transcript right the freak now, all right? Yes, we are. Drea Kelly with your lying ass. Let's blow it up. All right, so it says to ask to what Robert Kelly knew. Number 2 says by Miss Bone Jean, which is R. Kelly's attorney. Okay, Jennifer Bone Jean is R. Kelly's attorney. Now, the first question says that were you living with him? Says that you were living with him, weren't you? Andrea says yes. The next question is, you talked to him pretty regularly, given the fact that you lived with him and I guess his wife, right? No, this is for okay, so hold on, let me back up. So these questions are being asked by Jennifer Bone Jean, and they're being answered by Rashana Landfair, which is Sparkle's niece, okay? Rashana Landfair also is the same girl who helped groom the girls that R. Kelly would have in his camp and locked in rooms and things like that, actually in order to please and give R. Kelly what he needed, actually, let's say it that way, okay? Because she was groomed as a 14-year-old all the way up until adulthood. If you watch the documentary, you saw several of the other women when they said they came to stay with R. Kelly, that Rashana would come into the room. At one point in time, she was crawling on all fours and came over and was doing some very freaky deaky type stuff. So R. Kelly has trained this girl who was supposed to be his goddaughter. Drea Kelly was supposed to be her godmother, and watching her while her parents, or her father rather, played guitar at a studio with R. Kelly. So this is what Jennifer Bone Jean is asking Rashana Landfair, all right? Now, it says that you talk to him pretty regularly, given the fact that you lived with him and I guess his wife, right, who was Drea Kelly. Rashana Landfair says correct. So she lived with them. The next question is, in fact, you also had a sexual relationship with him and his wife, right? That's Drea Kelly with her lying ass. And Rashana Landfair answers by saying that's what he wanted, meaning R. Kelly. So he wanted Rashana to live in the same home with he and Drea Kelly and have sexual escapades, according to what Rashana Landfair, who also testified in R. Kelly's trial, had to say. The next question is, says that, so you did that though, as an adult, right? And Rashana says correct. So she stayed with them as an adult, and she had sexual like threesomes or whatever with R. Kelly and Drea Kelly. Now, I told y'all Drea was doing some freaky deaky shit on the bus with the other girls, the other dancers who were hired by R. Kelly. Now, that says that the next question is, as you understood after 2008 acquittal from your conversation with Robert, that this is all in the past, right? She says correct. It goes on to say, says that now when you did move out, says strike that. It says, let me ask you one other thing. It says you testified that you weren't allowed to work when you were living with Robert, but that's not true, right? She comes back and responds by saying, no, I was not allowed to work, okay? Says that the next question was, didn't you or weren't you going to school at Moraine Community College trying? Says that going to classes there, right? She says, correct, but I also was not able to choose what I wanted to go to school for. So R. Kelly chose everything surrounded by her and her life and what she did. She could not work. She had to stay home. Her job, what he hired her to do, and he made sure she was well taken care of. He bought her first car, which is a PT Cruiser. If you guys go back, I watched enough interviews to know, because I know this whole story like the back of my hand. Well, R. Kelly bought Rashana Landfair her very first car, which was a PT Cruiser. She admitted that in several interviews. After she did the video with him, okay? And she was, I think, 16 during the time. She was 16 years old when he bought and purchased her a PT Cruiser as like a birthday gift, all right? And this was after multiple times of him having sexual encounters with her. But she did an actual video with him where he urinated on her as a minor, at which most of everybody have seen that damn video. And he has denied to this day that it's him in the video. He tried to say that it was his brother in the video. His brother, Kerry Kelly, said, bitch, that's not me, because R. Kelly tried to get his brother to take a large sum of money to say that it was him in the video, and he declined to do it. He was like, I'm not spending no prison time for your ass. No, that's not me. So that is why R. Kelly don't even fool with his brother, Kerry Kelly, because he would not take the fall for him in that video. But as you guys can see here, Rashana Landfair, let's go back up. Right here in pink, where she is admitting that R. Kelly asked her to live in the same home with Drea Kelly and R. Kelly and be sexually involved with the two of them. All right. So as I told you guys, she was groomed as a very young girl. And she also groomed the girls who came to live with R. Kelly at multiple homes that he owned. Azriel Clary talked about her. Jocelyn, what's the child name? Jocelyn or Jocelyn, whatever the last name is of hers. But you guys know the girls. They all did the interviews with Gayle King. Y'all remember they sat down with Gayle King. Yeah, it's crazy. All of them know her, and several of the girls from the Surviving R. Kelly documentary know her as well, Rashana Landfair. So y'all look her up, Rashana Landfair. She is Sparkle's niece. Sparkle did come forward to say that that was her niece, that she did not know that this was going on with R. Kelly, because Sparkle was also having a relationship with R. Kelly. So everybody was sleeping with R. Kelly. So when Drea Kelly said she was locked in rooms and she didn't know this was going on, these are all lies. She was having the time of her life. You were having threesomes. You were laid up with other people. You were also allegedly with the person that's right here in this damn transcript saying that she had threesomes with you, that R. Kelly asked her to live with you guys. So you were supposed to be her godmama, watching her during the time that your husband was downstairs in the Colorado room doing a video with a minor, urinating on her, and you acted like you didn't know shit about it. And I still to this day call cap. But that's the transcript right there from Rashana Landfair, who was 14 when she was violated by R. Kelly, and 16 during the time that he purchased her a car for being his sex slave at a young age. All right, so Drea Kelly, that's your lying ass, and we are done with you. Okay, moving on. Y'all can put in the chat what y'all think about that. All right, that's the transcript, child. That's the transcript. It says, thank you, Camille, because we might be wondering why we haven't seen her like some others being. Hold on. Thank you, Camille. We might be wondering why we haven't seen her like some of the others used to be in here. Yeah. And that situation happened July 30th. Y'all know my birthday is July 31st, so I'm never going to forget that situation, right? Yeah, with the girl Sharonda Thomas. I'm never going to forget that, because the situation happened the day before my birthday, July 31st. My birthday, July 31st. She was unalived on July 30th. So that will forever be like embedded in my mind now when I think about that. Sad. But let's continue. Oh, I hate that. All right. So for those of you that scan codes, if you ever scan codes on your phone, let's make an awareness for you guys so that you guys will know what not to do, because this is a very dangerous situation. This is how you get your accounts cleared out. A woman actually loses $1,000 after she scans a fake QR code. I'm talking about PR code. QR code while paying for parking. Now, you guys know, if you live in a big city to where you go downtown and you have to park different places, they have these things now where you scan the code and you go in on your phone and you follow the prompts and you actually pay by your phone. Okay. for your actual parking space. So you have to be very careful when you're doing this, because people are now putting these stickers over the codes to where they can get your information. You got to put your banking information and all that in there as well when you do it. And this particular woman lost $1,000. Someone wiped her out because she scanned a code, unbeknownst to her, thinking that it was for like parking, and they got her. So let me go ahead and play this so that you guys will be aware, because y'all know I like to do awareness.
Go. Oh my God. So Lana, this is probably what happened to you. Fuckers. Fuckers. So hang on, what I want to do now is, okay, so I'm going to just do, go. Oh my God. So Lana, this is probably what happened to you.
They put a whole sticker over this damn code. And people just scanning away.
So hang on, what I want to do now is, okay, so I'm going to just do, go.
I would just,
oh my God.
Like, that's crazy.
So Lana, this is probably what happened to you. Fuckers. Fuckers.
Look at that.
So hang on, what I want to do now is, okay, so I'm going to just do.
Always damn scamming. So you guys definitely be careful, be careful, be careful when you're scanning these codes. Make sure that you're scanning something that's legit, because when you do that, especially when you have to pay for something like this, parking, your information will be jeopardized if you scan the wrong code. Okay, so make sure you're scanning the right QR code. Do your homework on these things. And yeah, I know when you go to restaurants, some restaurants now, they won't give you menus. I know after the pandemic hit, a lot of restaurants were like, hey, scan this code to look at our menu. Be careful when you go to certain places. I'm always such a, I read everything. I'm always trying to stay aware when I'm out and about, because people will try to get you, child. And this is one of those ways. I'll play it one more time.
Go. Oh my God. So Lana, this is probably what happened to you.
Yeah.
Fuckers. Fuckers. So hang on, what I want to do now is, okay, so I'm going to just do.
So they peeled it off, and I wouldn't have put it up there, because somebody come behind you and be like, okay, scan the other. If they're not paying attention, I would have just taken that sticker thing off, like I said, and balled it up and probably threw it in the trash or something like that, so that nobody would be affected by that again. That's crazy. So yeah, be careful, guys. Be careful. Shout out to Comment Lonnie Love. All right, let's get off that and let's move on. All right, Jamie Foxx just celebrated a birthday. For those of you that may have not seen his Netflix special, me and my husband finally watched it. It was okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm happy that Jamie Foxx got through his medical condition. He pretty much designated his entire show or talked about his medical situation throughout his whole entire show. Some of his people, when they panned the audience, a lot of people were looking like, okay, can we get past this and like get to the jokes? I was hoping that he kind of touched on it in the beginning and then kind of went into his like comedy or whatever for the show. I don't know. It was okay. That's what I can say about it, because I watch a lot of comedy videos as well. And Jamie Foxx really is funny, but I feel like he kind of, I didn't like the direction of the show. It was pretty good, but I don't know. But he just celebrated a birthday. He had a birthday dinner at Mr. Child's in California. And there was an altercation there where somebody threw a glass and he was hit with that glass. The police was called, and Jamie Foxx got the hell out of there before the police got there. Okay, so that Jamie Foxx seemingly addresses rumors that he was involved in a fight at Mr. Child's. He says the devil is a lie. Okay. He says the devil is busy, but I'm too blessed to be stressed. Okay, everybody want to be spiritual when the popo's looking for him. Jamie Foxx says the devil is a lie, can't win here. Thank you to everybody who prayed and checked on me. He says that when your light is shining bright, they try to bring you to darkness. It says that, but they don't know that you're built for. It says that the lights have been shining bright, and huge thank yous to everyone that watched and been inspired by What Had Happened Was, which is his Netflix special. Okay, it's called What Had Happened Was. It says it is #1 on Netflix. It says if you haven't checked it out, please go and check it out. It's from my heart and my soul. So that was a nice plug there. But bottom line is, sir, you were in some type of scuffle. It says that Jamie Foxx took to his social media account to seemingly address rumors that he was involved in a scuffle at Mr. Child's. Okay. As you guys can see here, it says that Jamie Foxx allegedly injured during a fight at Mr. Child's for his birthday dinner, said that he dipped before police arrived. Now, from what I read on another publication, like I said, there was an argument that took place, and the other person threw a glass at which hit him and gave him like a small cut. He decided to leave the restaurant because the people working at the restaurant called the police after the actual altercation. So he left prior to police getting there, but they did say that it was an altercation on his birthday at that dinner. So he's choosing not to talk about it, but he's choosing to promote his Netflix special instead. So hey, nice plug. I feel you, honey. Get your money. And he is, they're saying, #1 on Netflix. So it is what it is. Shout out to Jamie Foxx, honey. And stop fighting so much out here. All right. Stop all the fighting and whatnot. All right, let's move on, honey. Let's move on. Who we moving on? All right, so let's get into Stormi. Stormi, I've been telling you guys about Stormi having 116,000 orders behind in her warehouse. I pulled a video. I told you guys a while back where her son, Chase, was mentioning Alibaba. Now, where would he get that from? Where would he hear that from? Unless he knows that his mama is out here selling stuff from Alibaba. All right, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Because I found the video finally. I said, I'm going to go ahead and share it with you guys. Let's make it bigger. All right. Yeah, her son mentions Alibaba, and then Stormi tries to overtalk him so that you guys can't see. I mean, hear it or pay attention to what he's saying. But he's saying, Mommy, I got Alibaba. I got Alibaba. He keeps saying it. And she tries to overtalk him like she doesn't want, people to actually focus on what he's saying in terms of Alibaba. Everybody knows what Alibaba is. And it's been rumored that she's been getting a lot of her products, her body butter and stuff from Alibaba, ordering it in bulk versus her having a chemist like she's been telling people. So let's play the video. This is them in the warehouse, okay?
Bama, okay? In the warehouse getting it in. Okay, my son don't want me to just make my little voice over, but okay, y'all, I don't know who's trying to cut me off the worst, my baby or my husband. But anywho, y'all, I'm back up in the warehouse. Child, I left LA and touched down and got right to work. I had to jump in. The team been killing it though.
Because I know y'all heard it.
Your girl back in Alabama, okay, in the warehouse getting it in. Okay, my son don't want me to just make my little voice over, but okay, y'all, I don't know who's trying to cut me off the worst, my baby or my husband. But anywho, y'all, I'm back up in the warehouse. Child, I left LA and touched down and got right to work. I had to jump in. The team been killing it though. When our big TikTok live hit, when we dropped 8 new sets, orders started going out within the same hour, y'all. Over 60% of our orders were gone out the door by the next day, Thursday. And if y'all see this recording, y'all order, make sure y'all use it because it got all the scent notes on it. Big canvas, not the little one. We upgrading everything. And I do mean everything from labels on the side to scent notes to glazes that hidden every scent, 8 of them. Like, we in here getting orders out by the 1,000, tens of thousands in 1 to 3 business days. Honey, we kill it Amazon Prime if I do say so myself.
Yeah, you're not, because you're 116 damn orders behind. If I do say so, my damn self. Let's play it one more time so y'all can hear him saying Alibaba. Okay, where would he get that from? How would he know about Alibaba? He's heard them probably say Alibaba, or somebody said it around him for him to keep repeating it. Let's play it again. Ooh.
In the warehouse getting it in. Okay, my son don't want me to just make my little voice over, but okay, y'all, I don't know who's trying to cut me off the worst, my baby or my husband. But anywho, y'all, I'm back up in the warehouse. Child, I left LA and touched down and got right to work. I had to jump in. The team been killing it though. When our big TikTok live hit, when we dropped 8 new sets, orders started going out within the same hour, y'all. Over 6.
Why does she keep dropping all these new scents and you have all these backed up orders? Stormi's business mind is just not, it's just not where it needs to be. I think she focuses more on trying to get more versus focusing on getting out what she already has. You see all this shit behind her, that stuff has to be shipped out, and you're steady ordering more stuff to put out and creating sales. See, that's how she get people with these Black Friday sales, these doorbuster sales, like, come in, we got this sale, and then they get all these crazy ass orders that she cannot fulfill and or keep up with. Now, you just hired like 50, 60 new people to come in to help push these orders out. So how is it that you guys are 116 orders behind, Stormi? She continues to create new scents, according to her. We have a new scent. We have every other week, it's a new scent this, a new scent that. But you have people who still do not have orders all the way back to July, I read. We are in December, about to be in 2025, and people still from like July don't have their orders, y'all. That shit is crazy. Crazy. Now, she did another video where she said, and she said it in here too, that they're getting the orders out within 3 days. No, you're not. From July to December is not 3 days, baby. That's months. And people still have not got their orders. And then your policy says that there is no return policy and you don't give refunds. So these people are just sitting while their money is just sitting out there for these damn orders. And they can't do anything about it because of your return. And she knew what she was doing that stupid return policy. There's no returns and there's no refunds, is what she said in her policy. It's so crazy. And then she sit up and do all that crying because she gets so overwhelmed, but you're doing it to yourself. Get your orders out first. Let this flow like it's supposed to, and then add more stuff when you see that the business is going in the right direction. But Stormi is so fixated on just being rich and being this millionaire that she's not going about it the right way. Now, her stuff that I saw, like I told you guys the other day, in Walmart and Target, they marked her stuff down on clearance trying to get it out of there. She has this small little space. If you go in Walmart or Target, and they're literally marked her stuff on clearance to get her shit out of there. TikTok has started removing her stuff from their thing over there as well, from their channel as well. So I don't know what the hell is going on here, but the rumor is that she's been ordering in bulk from places like Alibaba and stuff like that, because we hear her son saying it here in the damn video, but she didn't want y'all to hear that because she tried to over talk him. I'll play it again.
Okay, in the warehouse, getting it in. Okay, my son don't want me to just make my little voice over, but okay.
Mommy, I got Alibaba. That's what he said. All right. But Stormi says that she's trying to get her stuff out within 3 days, baby. We need you to do that. We need you to do that, because then you get mad at the fans. Like you told Mel, state where you stand, state where these damn orders are. Can you do that? State where these orders are and when these people gonna get their damn orders if you're not gonna give them their damn money. Now, I don't think the Millimeters got shit to do with this. What I do know, and from what I've been hearing, is that Millimeters people get their orders when they order their shit within a couple days. All right? Like, this is ridiculous. This is damn ridiculous, Stormi. Get your shit together and stop trying to overexert and stop trying to overdo things. Okay? Stop doing it. You ain't got Kyle there to save you no more, sis. Okay? It's all on you. So get your ish together and stop doing the damn most and then start all that damn crying when the shit don't work out. Jesus. All right, let's stop sharing. Get her off my screen, Lord, because baby, listen. Baby, listen. Let's go ahead and show her policy right quick, because I have it up here. Let's show it one more time. I showed it the other day. We'll show it one more time. Just so you guys will know, she do not do return, honey. She don't do no damn returns, and she damn sure don't do no refunds. But she just recently did a refund because she was telling her people she was going to give them coupons or something like that. Instead of giving them their money back, she was going to give them coupons to buy other stuff. So let's go ahead and blow this up. Said that we do not offer refunds after the order has been placed due to the nature of the product. So you ain't even got the shit yet. She said just with it being placed, you don't get no refund. So if I make an order, say today, and I don't get my damn order for the next 2 months, you mean to tell me you're going to sit on my money deliberately because you ain't sending me my stuff? That's the goal. I go up and I click on there. This is what I want. And then you send me my shit. And then if I don't get it, then you're going to be saying, oh, well, it says here in my refund policy that we don't offer refunds to you. So we're going to get it out to you. We're just backed up 116 orders behind. She been telling people that, like, girl, that's not the right business regimen, child, to be doing that. But that is her policy, guys, that they don't do no refunds. Even if you place an order and they're late getting your order to you, you just got to wait till she get the shit to you. That's pretty much what it's saying. That's pretty much what it's saying. Okay. Cancellations. Let's read this. Cancellations or changes can be made to your order after the order has been placed, so long as requested or so long as requests are processed before the order has been shipped. It says if your order has not been shipped, we can, however, make changes to the mailing address and your email address. And if they are incorrect, it says we do not offer refunds after the order has been placed due to the nature of the product. Okay. So as you guys can see, if you're trying to order something from Stormi and they ain't trying to deter anybody from shopping with her, just understand and know you're going to be waiting a long time to get your shit. It ain't going to be no 3 days like it would if you shopping with mail. And I ain't trying to down her business, but Stormi, you have a very, very, very bad habit of not getting people their damn orders. And people been talking about this forever, and you need to get it together, boo. You do. All right? You need to get it together. All right, so let's get on with the show. Let's see. All right, moving on. Moving on. I don't ever order from her. Never have and never will. Shout out to the 510 in the chat. All right, so let's get into some married to medicine stuff, child. Let me do this other one first before we get into that. All right, let's talk about Ken, child. Ken is in his damn feelings because the people don't want him and Trish on the show. They're saying they ain't got shit to offer the show, and they're tired of him. I'm tired of his ass too. I can't stand his ass. But let's get into what Ken had to say, child. Ken made a post and he is in his feelings because the people's child, the millimeters and everybody else is saying that they don't think that him and Trish should be on the show. They ain't got no damn storyline. So Ken says, and it's coming up, Ken says, it's funny how some of the people say that me and Trish don't have a storyline and we shouldn't come back yet. Every episode we've been the focus and has been one of the highest rated episodes. And this last one probably will take the cake. Says it make sense. Enjoy the show. When that happened? Because I've seen every single episode. I have not seen that. When y'all have the highest rated episode with you and Trish? When did that happen? Anybody seen that happen? Did anybody see that happen? Somebody else down here read him down and says, love y'all on the show, but you paying Tyler too much. And I read the comment already too, Marquez. Okay. They're telling him he pays too much attention rather to Marquez, and he does the laughing emojis. He responded. He will respond. If you go in there to read him down, he will respond because he loves to argue with women like Martell. All right. So he says at her, says that how did you come up with that? He was saying I rarely talk about or talk to him. And I just know that because I already read it. The comment. Okay, I rarely talk to him or talk about him, meaning Marquez. Dude, you talk about him all the freaking time. Anybody to follow you can see that. But according to Ken, honey, Ken is saying that it's funny how some people say that me and Trish don't have a storyline and that we shouldn't come back. He says, but yet every episode that we have been the focus and has it's been the highest rated episode. And this last one will probably take the cake. So this past episode that they showed where they had the graduation party and the interaction between he and Marquez and Trisha arguing with Marquez, he's trying to say that actually made the show and made the ratings go up because of them. I digress. All right. No and hell no. The people been saying they don't want you on the show because you don't have a storyline. So I don't know why you're there. Hopefully next season y'all won't be back because you're not fan favorites. And I don't feel like y'all have brought anything that the fans want to sit back and watch and be like, oh, this is interesting. I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. You guys are, everything about it is fake as hell. Like y'all are sitting on here, Trish on here, fake signing papers saying that they're finally divorced, and she had this fake notary come over there, only for us to find out that y'all still married. Y'all have not been divorced as of yet. This has been signed. The divorce papers were initiated in September, the end of September, and we are in December, and you guys are still not divorced. It is a contested divorce, according to Marquez, but they are not divorced as of yet. So this right here whole storyline to me is fake as hell. And I feel like the people are tired of seeing y'all on here. Trish, she is mad weird on camera. She's not comfortable on camera. I'm sick of them, y'all. Carlos, this was a bad idea. I don't know what you were thinking. Of course, you know, he likes to bring on any woman that said that they had any kind of encounter with Martell because he thinks that's such a flex to bring on all these women. We don't want to see that. And we don't want to see her. She is not good TV. And neither is Ken. Okay, moving on. I promise you he's not. He is not good TV. All right, so now I want to play this clip for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's walk this clip down. All right, let's walk this clip down where Melody goes and has a conversation with Tisha and Marceau at Black. Okay, I know we talked about it in my review, but I want to walk this clip down again because this was a lot of stuff going on in this clip. All right, very telling. I told you guys last night that Melody actually revealed that Martell has been acting outside of the no contact order. She's going to talk about it here. Actually, she's going to show a lot of text messages on her phone where Martell's been like, you know, hitting her up. And he's not supposed to do that unless it's something dealing with the kids. And Mel is going to say it here. So let's go ahead and play this clip so that you guys can see what we see.
Well, first, let me say this. Tisha, me, Kimmy, we talked about how we were going to communicate, like with something, if we feel something or something feels off, to talk about it first, and versus just holding things in and letting it, you know, whatever. So then you and I talked. That's when you got my number, because you didn't have my new number. You told me we didn't hear no other side of the story. My bad, right? We had that conversation. And so that's why I wanted to come by to see both of y'all, because I got a text from Martell. Let me read to y'all the text I got.
Oh, God.
Melody, just so you'll know, both.
Look at all those messages. Look at all those messages.
Both Tisha and Marceau said some degrading things about you at Destiny's adult field day event.
Wow.
Degrading
stuff about
Did he tell you?
Yeah. And I was like,
why he always telling Tisha to hush? That get on my nerves. Martell used to do that to Mel too. Hold on. Let me say this. Tisha is in the middle of saying what she's got to say, and Marceau always be telling her like she's his child to shut up. I hate that.
Did he tell you what the degrading things were?
I didn't ask because I didn't even respond to that, because you're not even supposed to be talking to me about anything except the kids.
This was a conversation between Marceau and Martell. All right. And it wasn't about you. It was not about you.
Wait, so neither one, so you ain't say nothing about me?
No. To Mark, no.
The only thing you mentioned Mel's name was when you asked him.
I did. I said, because here's when the only time your name
Now you say you ain't say nothing, but it took Tisha to remind you that you get ready to lie right quick.
came up is when I was saying that Martell is the kind of man that will call me and ask me about me and you sleeping together.
Oh.
Now, why would Martell be reaching out to Marceau to ask Marceau if Mel and Marceau had any type of sexual encounter? Why would that question even come up? Because we already know, I think that Martell knows that there may be some type of attraction on Marceau's side. I don't think that Mel got no attraction to him at all, but I do feel like, and I've always said that Marceau does seem a little flirty. He always kind of looks at Mel a certain type of way. I've seen it in certain scenes, and I know you guys have seen it as well. I think Martell knows that Marceau, and maybe he's vocalized this to Martell, that Mel looks nice, or that he, you know, maybe has some type of attraction to her. Because y'all know they do share women. Not saying that they've ever shared Mel, and I don't think that shit would ever happen because Mel says she ain't down with that. But bottom line is, I do feel like Marceau has always had some type of an attraction, and I think Martell knows that. So anytime that they are around each other, I think that he always thinks that something's going on. And usually when a person is cheating like Martell does and has done, they're the ones who's always worrying about somebody else when it's really them. He's more so worried about what Mel is doing, and if somebody's doing something with Mel when he's out doing the absolute most. Like, nigga, you got babies out there. Like, you have babies out there, Martell. I think he knows the type of person that Marceau is. Like he said, we shared women. I think that's something that he would never, ever get to do with Mel, which is share her with any of his friends. Maybe like what's going on behind the scenes, because like I said, them pictures from the DR with Tisha and them look real sus. I think they look real sus. Now, whatever people do in their bedroom, that's their business. But when you bring it to social media, you make it everybody else's business. If you don't want people speaking on it and or talking about it, maybe you shouldn't share the damn pictures. And Tisha, maybe you shouldn't go live to show some things that may be a little inconsistent in what you guys share with us on the show, because y'all come off as being this loving married couple who's been married for 18 years. Then you go live and we see people hugged up that's not married, which was kind of weird to me. But in this situation right here, where Mel is asking questions and Marceau then says that Martell was kind of asking a question of, had me and Mel ever slept together, or had Mel, y'all remember on the other clip where Marceau says that Martell asked, did Mel actually give him fellatio? And I'm just like, what the hell is going on here? Because it gives that, is everybody being passed around allegedly in these groups? Like, is everybody sharing each other's spouse in this group, minus Mel? Because Mel already said she ain't down with that bullshit. Like, everybody on this cast, are they sharing each other? Because I'm hearing rumors that that Marceau might have mentioned and or told somebody that Martell and Destiny did some things, that it legit happened. I think everybody looking at that situation knows that something is off there when it comes to Martell and Destiny, how she gets mad when somebody says something about Martell. You guys, I just played for you guys the video the other day where Destiny got upset when her therapist brought up to her that she was wrong for a certain situation had to do with Martell. She sat there staring at the screen. She got mad. Destiny was acting crazy as hell. But it's weird to me how they just so open with this whole, did this person sleep with you? Did this person give you fellatio? Like, that shouldn't even be thought of and or mentioned if that shit ain't happening. So it's weird. Because
I mean, that's the only time Mel.
That's the only time nobody mentioned you at all.
Me and you met up just on some regular conversation. When I first found out he was cheating. On a regular conversation. And the next couple of days, he's going to ask me, hey, man, did she try anything? Mm-hmm. I'm like, who the hell asked this?
Yeah.
Why would Martell be asking Marceau, did Melody try something with him? Is that weird, y'all? It's that weird for Martell to be asking Marceau if Melody tried to do something with him. Now, that's not the first time Martell's done that. Whenever Mel and Martell had that fight, y'all remember at the reunion when Mel said she had to leave the house and she met Marceau at Chick-fil-A and they just had a conversation where he was trying to calm her down because Miss Van had called Marceau to say, hey, get over there because Martell is going crazy over there and he and Mel are fighting. So Mel left the house to go and meet Marceau at Chick-fil-A to have a conversation. But then Martell threw it in there like, oh, they went to go have drinks and oh, they were together. And he made it sound like Mel went to go run into the arms of Marceau and that they were together on some freaky deaky type shit. Why is Martell always trying to paint a narrative that Mel is just out here just jumping up and down on everybody's schlong when it's really his ass?
I mean, and it's so crazy. It's like, I'm like, dude, who does that?
See, I told you. Didn't I just say something in my spirit when I read it? I was just like, Mel, don't run with that. Don't run with that.
Why is he doing the exact same thing he's been doing for 6 years?
Exactly.
Listen, I'm very happy that you came by because here's the thing. We don't need that conversation stuff like in our lives. Like, I'm past that whole field day stuff.
Right. And this is what Martell is doing. Like I told Marceau, he's a deceitful person.
I can't believe he just straight out lied.
Just lied.
But y'all know that Martell is a liar because y'all knew that Martell was on the bullshit when that whole revenge piece situation came out because y'all knew about it. This is my thing with them. Now, I appreciate you guys being on Mel's side and trying to be cordial in this moment, but I can't respect the fact that y'all sat on and or knew about the revenge piece situation and y'all didn't come to this girl and say, hey, Martell is spreading a video around and we've all seen it of you in a very compromising position. Instead, Tisha would sit back anytime she's around Mel and have this smirk on her face, like I said before, like, I know something about you that you don't know that I know that's embarrassing. And it's given that I'm going to sit on it and I'm going to wait to the opportune time to pull it out like I did that BMW situation. I feel like all of them are at fault. I would not trust their asses because y'all sat on this for the longest and knew about it. And y'all allowed Martell to lie and paint a narrative in terms of saying that it was all lies, that it was just a text message. Tisha, you said it in one scene. It was just a text. No, Tisha, you saw the fucking video. Destiny, you saw it. Marceau, you saw. All of them saw this fucking video, including Maurice, who told Destiny at the reunion, don't do it. Don't say it, Destiny. They were all trying to pipe everybody down because every one of them have seen it. Do I feel like Carlos may have seen it? I feel like he may have, being the relationship he has with Martell and the fact that they talk very regularly, according to what Martell has said. I think that's some fake bullshit. And I would not be able to sit across the table from either one of these two right here because it's given that you guys are only now trying to speak up because Martell exposed y'all asses. As long as you and Martell were cool and y'all secrets were being safe with him, y'all had heat for Mel. Y'all came for her millimeters. Marceau, you did a whole video talking about her millimeters were deplorables. You went off. The whole season was about Mel and her damn support system. And now y'all want to sit here on the kumbaya like y'all did not know for the entire whole season and before that Martell was on the bullshit. Y'all knew Martell was trash. Marceau, you knew because like Martell said, y'all were messing with the same girls. Y'all were out sneaking around. You knew about Ariane Marceau. So I can't really respect that you sitting up trying to tell Mel anything right now. Because when you should have been talking, you sat on it. You knew about Ariane. You were taking money to Ariane from Martell, away from Melody and her kids. Mel had 4 children, 3 and 4 children. I think she had 3 during the time. Then she had Sugar Mama. But you were taking money from Martell over to Ariane. The side piece. You were helping Ariane get that same car that Martell took money from his family to purchase. When that same BMW broke down, Marceau is the one that went and got Ariane's car fixed to help Martell be where he needed to be so Mel wouldn't suspect anything. So y'all were working behind the scenes. Tisha, you knew about all of this. Kimmy knew about all of this. And how do I know that? Because Tisha and Kimmy talk. Any little news that Tisha gets, she gonna go run and tell Kimmy. So that's how I know Kimmy knew about it as well. But everybody sat on that information until Martell starts spilling everybody else's tea. And I can't respect the fact that now y'all want to be up and talking and want everybody to be against Martell and make him public enemy number 1 when y'all were sitting there covering for this nigga while he cheated on this woman. Y'all watched her crying. Y'all knew she had 3, 4 children to take care of. And y'all saw this nigga doing this and y'all didn't say nothing. So now all of a sudden, because he say Tisha is nasty and me and Marceau F the same biatches, now all of a sudden, let's get together against Martell. How does that work for y'all? I don't get it. I don't get it how you guys just so conveniently now, y'all want to team up now and y'all are not Team Martell anymore. Y'all have been Team Martell since season 1 and 2. Y'all knew about the infidelities between Ariane and Martell since before the show began because y'all were sworn to secrecy to not talk about it on the show. And Tisha was the first one with her big ass mouth to talk about it when she brought it up to Melody. Y'all agreed you weren't going to talk about it. Mel and Martell were on the brink of divorce before Love and Marriage Huntsville even came on the show. There were secrets. There was a pact that each one of the cast members made with each other of things they were not going to talk about. Tisha and Marceau had a conversation with production and Carlos King to say we will not talk about our infidelities. Marceau threatened to quit the show if they mentioned his infidelities. So we're in season 9 where Martell is talking about infidelities and Tisha gonna sit up here and say it's a lie. What the fuck is going on here, y'all? I'm sorry. Pardon my mouth. So now that the bro code has been blown to damn pieces, thanks to Martell, because he's lost everything, including his fucking mind. Now you guys are trying to hurry up and run back over there and be friends with Mel now? No, it don't work that way. It ain't gonna be that easy. Same energy. Because y'all attacked her fan base. Tisha, you sat up there and did it too. Kimmy was doing it too. Destiny was doing it too. Stormi was doing it too. Everybody on this damn show. Maurice too. The Fletchers, y'all sat back and watched Martell talk shit as well. Y'all invited him in circles. Y'all allowed him to film with you guys, which was a slap in the face to Melody because you know the type of nigga he is prior to all of this coming out. Melody spilled some very deep, dark secrets to the Fletchers. Y'all remember Mel said we used to sit up to 4, 5 o'clock in the morning talking about all the shit that Martell has done. So the Fletchers, y'all are very much so aware of who this nigga is. So when I see y'all in scenes trying to sit here and coddle him and allow him to gaslight the fuck out of y'all when y'all know the trash ass individual he is, it is so diabolical. It's so crazy. It's so out of tune. I would not film a scene with him. See, that's how you stop production, because Martell don't have no motion by himself. Just like the devil. The devil has to have other people in order to orchestrate what needs to be done. Martell is Satan himself personified. He does not have any motion unless he gets somebody on his side to help that train keep moving. See how he reached out to Melody? Martell can't orchestrate shit by himself because he ain't smart enough. He don't really have it. He holds grudges like a female, but he don't have that motion like he needs to. So he needs to have people that he can attach himself to, like Destiny and like Ariane and like the Scott. See, for the longest, y'all were his friend. He could attach himself to orchestrate that bullshit and come against Mel. That's how he's been able to do what he's been doing all this time, is because he had people that he could attach himself to carry out his plan. So now that y'all cover's been blown, y'all gonna sit up and have conversations with this same person that y'all helped destroy. I'm not here for that. I blame Carlos as well. I blame you, Carlos. We get ready to get into Carlos here in a second, because it's been something that's been brought to my attention that I'm getting ready to expose the fuck out of Carlos right the freak now. Because I'm tired of this bullshit with this show. I'm sick of it. Let's continue this scene though.
But then I can, because he would lie to me all the time.
And then all of a sudden, boom.
To the point where it will make me think, maybe I didn't see what I saw. Wait, maybe I didn't hear what I heard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, God.
You be like, wait, I know the real now.
Yeah, it's like, dang, he said with such a strong passion and face of seriousness and mad.
And stand up.
Shut up. You do the same thing. Y'all knew he's been doing that since season 1. Started all that damn hollering. You knew it, Marceau, when you hopped your ass out the pool in Las Vegas when Martell was out of control. You knew what was going on. Y'all didn't shut none of this mess down until it fell on you. God forbid Martell tell y'all secrets, and now all of a sudden everybody's just friends again. How does that work? Revenge P is a crime. So y'all were willing to sit back and coddle Martell and go against the person who really needed y'all support the most, who helped you guys. When y'all didn't have a damn thing, and have a dime to your name, y'all didn't have no fucking businesses, y'all didn't have a working car, y'all didn't have shit. If Mel did not pitch this show and say, I got some friends, let's bring them on here, let's get money together, let's do this thing together. Had she not stuck her neck out for you guys, y'all niggas would be still working regular 9-to-5 jobs, struggling. But everybody that Melody has tried to pull up and help, they have given their ass to kiss to this girl, including Martell. And the puppet master, which is Carlos King, he's sitting back watching the shit unfold, but because it's giving him ratings, he's still doing this with the cast. He has allowed the cast to talk about Melody's fan base because he's jealous of her fan base. He's thinking to himself, how the fuck do I hire you? And you come in and walk past me. And you are more loved than me on my own damn show. How dare you? That's the attitude that Carlos has. How dare you come in and take a fan base when nobody really knew who the fuck you were? I helped you on a platform, so how dare you come in here and walk past me and get a fan base to support you like they do and make my cast and crew feel less than. That's their fault if they feel that way, because everybody has the same opportunities on this platform. But you're focused on one person and you're allowing opportunities to pass you by. Is that her fault? Y'all got the same opportunities. The same opportunities. You just don't know how to orchestrate it. Is it her fault that she has great business acumen and you don't? So why is Melody being punished for that? By way of production, by way of Kingdom Reigns Entertainment, by way of Carlos King. And we can throw the cast in there. Let's throw them in there. Boom. And the cast, because they're all working together. It's not a haphazard event that Carlos is all of a sudden now having interviews with the Scotts. Who the fuck are they? Who cares? Who are they? When did we start caring about what the Scotts do? When do we start caring about that? When did we start caring about seeing them on some fucking panels talking about their accomplishments? When we all know that they came from the queen of the fucking show. Yes, the haters, I know you're in the bushes. I can feel the heat coming from you. And I know this conversation is bothering you. You're probably itching. You're uncomfortable, but it's facts. If you don't like to hear facts, click the fuck off because it's not going to get no better from here. I promise you. This person sitting on my screen right now is the reason why each and every one of these clowns are on the fucking show. She pitched the show. She paid for the pilot for the show. I ain't seen none of y'all come out of pocket and put nothing for this show up for this show to be a show. It was her money that paid for the pilot to get this train rolling so that you guys can get a fucking check. And you get on this show, and each and every one of you guys have become demonic demons when it comes to being friends and protecting the person who helped you get what. That's why you can't help everybody. That's why you can't help everybody, because people will spit in your face. People will use you when they need you. And when they feel like they don't need you and they feel like they got some motion and they're making it, then they give you their ass to kiss and they walk away, not realizing, because my mother always told me this, never burn all your bridges because you might have to walk back across that bitch. I have to walk back across there. You never, ever know. Just because you're making it now, it doesn't mean that you don't need that same person or situation again to get you to the next level of where you're going in life. Never burn your bridges. Never put all your eggs in one basket. Never ruin relationships with people because you never know. They might know somebody that knows somebody. We all need somebody at some point in time to be successful. So when you burn bridges with people, when you treat people a certain type of way, you never know who they're connected to where they can say, hey, don't fool with them. Because I had a very bad experience with them. And that might be the opportunity that you need. But because that person knows the person that you fucked over, you fucked up your entire life and opportunities. So you got to watch how you do people in business and in life. Let's continue.
Straight
stand up. I definitely feel like the Scotts are starting to understand, you know, my perspective when it comes to Martell because I'm talking. You know, I never wanted to walk out of the situation and run around to all of our mutual friends or even his friends dogging him out and trying to turn them against him. I just didn't do it. I'm not like that. I didn't care to do that. So they didn't hear much from me. And in not hearing much from me, I think they ran with the person running their mouth. I just feel like.
And another thing, it's always okay when you decide that you don't get along with a person. You don't have to go out and destroy their name. You don't have to tell a whole lot of negative things about them. It's just understood that we don't mesh. And I'm just going to disconnect myself from you and go live my life, take care of my business and raise my children and do what I need to do. I don't need to do interviews about you. See, Marcel, you couldn't wait to go do an interview when you found out that Martell got arrested and you sat up in there saying, free Martell. Bitch, what? Free Martell when he's sharing. And did you saw the video? When he's sharing this type of information about his now ex-wife. But then you do a whole interview with Carlos and saying, I can't fool with Martell because anybody that do some shit like that, I can't rock with him because if he would do something like that, what would he do to me? You just said free Martell, meaning you agree with the bullshit because you wanted Melody to hear that and you wanted to make it very loud and clear that you rock with Martell, that you flow with Martell, that whatever Martell does don't matter, good or bad, you support it. But now all of a sudden you want to backpedal and coochie pop, okay, and act like you don't understand the fact that you sat up and watched a video that you know is now going through the courts. It's a whole court case against this damn RP situation against Martell and Mel. You knew about it. Your wife knew about it. You were capping and clapping for Martell when the shit happened. Y'all thought it was funny. And now that it's serious and the police done got involved, the courts got involved, now all of a sudden everybody want to wash their hands. Now y'all want to see the realization of it all and say, oh, Martell is a trash ass nigga for doing that. He was trash then. Why? What's the difference between y'all seeing it then and now? Same situation. Same situation. Why do y'all see it here and you didn't see it here? What did it take from you? What happened in the middle from here to here before y'all say, oh, you know what? That was fucked up. Martell. I don't get it. Let's continue.
Like he tries to spin stuff to make it somewhat make him look better. When dude, to look better, just
own
better.
it and do better.
And
change
do
your
better.
That's it. It's just that simple.
You want people to think that you're better? Be better.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be better. You want to make everyone else the problem.
You help create this problem, Marceau. You helped create this monster in Martell because you covered for him when he was doing the bullshit he was doing. You covered for him in the RP tape. You covered for him when he was cheating. You covered for him when he was doing the shit he was doing with you and other women. The only reason you're mad is because you're exposed. I told y'all he got mad in the beginning and said, if they bring up my infidelity on this show, I'm quitting. That means y'all will not expose me. I will continue to do the shit that I'm doing. And if y'all talk about it, I'm not going to be on this fucking show. He already said in an interview to Carlos, he said, I thought this show was going to be about building. But when you said love and Marriage Huntsville, he says, I know about, I know about building, but I don't know about love. He tried to be funny when he said it. So he knew that was going to be a possibility that something in his relationship was going to be discussed on his show. So that made him nervous. But he needed the money so bad and the clout so bad from the show, he went along with it. But now that what you were afraid of from the beginning has come out, it was going to eventually come out anyway. It was going to come out eventually anyway. So now that your skeletons have fallen out of the fucking closet and the door done fell off with the bitch, now all of a sudden is, let's get back over here to the Melody Cherie side, because y'all really clowned the fuck out of her about this situation. Y'all sat up laughing at the reunion and y'all saw tears in this girl's eyes. Tisha, you a mother. Suppose somebody had a video of your daughter doing something just like what Mel was doing. She was with her husband. It don't fucking matter. Women do it all the time. Women give fellatio to their spouses all the time. Ain't shit to say about it. I just wouldn't let the shit be on camera if I did it. Not judging Mel, because that's what they chose to do in that moment. But Tisha, suppose your daughter came to you and said, Mom, I'm dating this guy and I did some nasty freaky shit and he's got a video on me and he's sharing it with everybody. You're going to do anything in your power to stop that shit from happening because 1, you don't want to see that hurt on your daughter's face. 2, you don't want your daughter to experience the embarrassment. And 3, you don't want that shit out there. That's your daughter. That's your baby. Think about how Miss Van felt about all of y'all sitting on that damn stage trying to indirectly talk about the revenge piece situation with her daughter sitting right there, seeing the pain in her eyes. Wanda thought the shit was funny too. Everyone thought the shit was funny. But nobody stood up and said, you know what? This shit ain't right. As a mom, Tisha, you should have said, Tisha, as a mom and as somebody who used to be my friend and helped me when I was down and had nothing, I can't rock with this shit. I don't care if my husband agree with it, but for me, it doesn't sit well with me. That's something that you say as a woman. You ain't even got to be the best of friends with a person to know right from wrong and to agree that the shit just did not make sense. Do y'all get where I'm coming from?
I think Martell sent a message to Melody because he's a liar and he needs someone with a little more bite in order to fight his battles. And so I think that he thinks that forming some kind of alliance with Melody would be in his best interest. Right? And I think that Martell thinks that everyone's continuing to fall for his games. We've been doing nothing but uplifting you, protecting you, trying to train you stuff, trying to get you back on your feet. And at this point right now, I'll keep my name out your mouth.
Because you gave him some work too, didn't you?
Yeah. I gave him some work. I loaned him some money.
Wait, what? What was he saying about you out there at the field day thing?
I got 3 girlfriends right now. Just all kind of stuff. Like, same thing he been saying. He's like, I can go to my phone and get some stuff right now. I said, go get the phone. Expose it all.
Call to get the phone and then come back with nothing.
To me, it's sad, but the truth is, I don't give a
But you do give a fuck because you did this long post, Marceau, where you was airing out your grievances and how you felt about what Martell said about you. That shit hurt you to the core. It bothered you. And when he said it in that scene, his whole facial expression changed. You could tell it bothered you. Okay? It really bothered you, Marceau. Because it's like, okay, nigga, I've been sitting here hiding shit for you all this time, and then you come out and do this. It's like the audacity of Martell to do that. But that's what y'all get for fooling with somebody who don't have nothing to lose, who's lost everything. Martell is mad that you guys have done the same thing that he did, and y'all are still with y'all wives. The only difference is that Melody is stronger than that, and she don't have to be with no nigga like that in order to survive. Melody is very headstrong. She knows her business. She's about taking care of her children, and she ain't about being with nobody just to say that she got no man. She can be with anybody. She's beautiful. But the problem here is that Martell is mad, and he's looking at Maurice, who was running with him as well, and he's looking at Marceau, because if y'all heard in the video, in the other clip, Marceau says, yeah, because I still got my wife. He threw that in there because he knows that's what's really wrong with Martell. Martell is not going to stop until he destroyed them and their marriage, because his marriage is destroyed. He thought he could keep doing what he was doing to Mel and keep his wife like they're doing. So because Mel said, no more, no. And filed for divorce. Now everybody got to be to blame. Just like Martell said, oh, I feel like it was Tisha's fault that Mel decided to go file for divorce. No, it's your fault because you had 5 fucking years to stop cheating and you decided not to do so because you thought you could keep playing in her face. Mel is not male identified. Okay. She's not male identified by any figment of the imagination. She didn't need Martell. And she showed everybody that, because in his world, what he was putting out there was that he was running shit. But when she divorced his ass, that's how everybody was like, how did shit happen? Martell, I'm the dominant parent. I'm the dominant parent. I take care of all the kids. I'm cooking. But as soon as Mel divorced him and leave, you ain't doing none of that. You ain't got no businesses. You ain't got no motion. You ain't got nothing going on. So now it's let me go and destroy everybody's life because my life is effed up when I helped them behind the scenes. I covered for them. I. Nobody asked you to be stupid. See, Martell is stupid with what he did. See, the difference between Martell and Marceau is that Marceau is smart with what he does. Okay? He knows how he knows how to use his words, and he knows how to manipulate. Martell just knows how to manipulate, and it stops there. He's not smart with his manipulation, and that's how his ass keep getting caught. That's how Mel kept catching him. That's how he could have 2 phones, and she go find the phone. The dumbass hid it in the house under the cabinet, under the sink in the bathroom. Like she ain't gonna see that if she's cleaning or got to go under there for some tissue or something. Like he's stupid with his manipulation, and he's slow. Whereas Marceau covers his tracks when he does what he does. That's why he's been able not to be under the radar like Martell. He said to his brother, look, man, if we're going to do this, we better go get some vasectomies in case we knock somebody up like Martell did. See, Martell wasn't smart to do that, but his dumb ass drove them to get the vasectomy. Do y'all see how this is so stupid with Martell? You drove them to get the vasectomy, but you sat in the car while they went in to get it done. When you should have been the first one to get it done because you were making babies. Is that not crazy? Let's continue.
I know.
Yeah, I'm beyond that point now.
Their friendship is over because they've been exposed. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why. Had Martell not said the things that he said in that moment, they would probably be still fooling with each other. They would be covering for each other. Marceau would be still capping for him and saying, yeah, go Martell. Yes, revenge P. Yes, go. But it's not until somebody put out there that you've been messing with other women and confirm that. And now is getting ready to have Tasha K blow the whole damn top off of that. Now everybody want to talk. Ain't that something? Let's get into this next topic. Moving on. Let's get into Carlos King. Shout out to the 808 watching. All right, so it's been brought to my attention that So Gucci is facing some possible scrutiny and maybe a lawsuit with Carlos King after her sit down. Y'all remember she sat down on Messy Mondays and she had a conversation with Carlos King when she made mention to not being or feeling protected on Bell Collective after she says that there was a protection order made against Selena on the show, who attacked her after a verbal altercation. They were not supposed to be filming together or be in the same room, but Carlos King and production overrode that and still made Selena be in the same spaces as So Gucci, and she said she did not feel protected and she did not feel safe on the show, which then made Carlos King upset to where he overtalked her, would not let her get her point out, and he pretty much shut her down. Now, it's been brought to my attention that So Gucci has exposed Carlos to say that he is using editing in order to make her life miserable after that particular interview on his show. Now, like I was saying, So Gucci is facing a possible lawsuit, maybe from Carlos King, after her sit down on Messy Mondays. Carlos, of course, y'all know, took the video down of So Gucci, and of course, she went elsewhere. Shout out to Mila Chun. She sat with her and did an interview with her to get to tell her side of the story because Carlos would not allow her to do so. Okay, so you guys can go over and watch that interview in its entirety. It's on Mila Chun's channel. All right, shout out to her. Now, it's also said that Carlos is threatening to sue So Gucci for her transparency about not feeling protected on Bell Collective, and also him having Selena film with her knowing that there was a protective order. Now they're saying that Carlos is also allegedly trying to muzzle So Gucci about her side of the story in terms of what happened on the show, and with production intentionally breaking the total protection laws for footage for Bell Collective. All right. Now, of course, they're saying that in the interview that Carlos cut, like I said, So Gucci often would not allow her to speak. And even went and removed the video to cover himself and cover his tracks because he did not want it out there that So Gucci was exposing him. Once again, there was another woman coming forward to say they didn't feel, protected by him. So there have been several women that said that about Carlos King. Now, this says that So Gucci is upset because Carlos is using his editing authority, rather, to punish her, to make her look bad on the show after exposing him. Y'all know Carlos don't like that. Carlos don't like that. And if you're sitting on an interview with him and it sounds like you're going in the direction of trying to say Carlos did this or Carlos allowed this or that, he is going to overtalk you and stop you. He's going to do it. We've seen it several times. So Gucci is saying that during the interview, she said that I might be penalized for speaking my truth of not being protected, but that's how I felt. That is what she says. And Carlos, she says, has been trying to muzzle her and pretty much using his powers to flex on her with editing on the show to make her look a certain way for exposing him. All right, we saw him do the same thing to Melody on the show as well on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So that is what he does. Now they're saying that Carlos says that that So Gucci fears that that the editing is making her look a certain type of way and is starting to affect her and her family as well. And she is speaking out about that. Now they're saying that in 2020 that Carlos started producing Bell Collective and was doing the same mess on Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is what got him fired. Okay. Y'all remember he used to work, he was a producer on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and he was doing some of the same things over there as well when Bravo actually fired him and he ran to OWN in order to use his Kingdom Reign Entertainment to start his own shows. Of course, he's been accused of stealing moments to boost storylines and ratings as well on his shows, muzzling cast members for ratings, and also who was it? Y'all know Mel. Y'all know he did the same thing to Mel in terms of when Mel cried on the podcast to let Carlos know that she did not feel protected. Did the same thing to So Gucci, as we all know. Neo's ex-wife Crystal, he did that to her. He did it to Akeisha, where Akeisha was trying to say that there were some things she did not like the way she was portrayed on Bell Collective, and Carlos took offense to that as well. It's crazy. He did it to Candy Burris, where he Candy Burris also aired out Carlos King for stealing her idea for Escape's documentary that they were trying to put together. And of course, he got mad about that, and she ended her friendship with him as well. Carlos is a whole hot ass mess. Now, word on the street is that there's thick tension on Bell Collective now after the interview that So Gucci did with Carlos King. And she says that she doesn't know her fate on the show anymore since she spoke out on Carlos King. So she doesn't know what her fate is going to be, if he's going to let her go, if she's going to be on any prior or any next seasons rather, because of her exposing him. And she said that she is upset about that, and that he's pissed, and that he's using editing in order to punish her on screen. That is what So Gucci is saying, and she feels that that's what Carlos is doing. I can see that happening. Because his feelings was hurt when he brought her on his show and she exposed him like that. And then I know he's heard Mila Chun's video where she spoke candidly about what she experienced and what she was dealing with Carlos. All right. Now they're saying that I made notes too. If you guys noticed that Carlos has started this season making Mel be in less scenes on Love and Marriage Huntsville, I feel like that was his way of retaliating and punishing Melody for her speaking out on the podcast to say that she didn't feel protected and that she wanted Martell off the show. Carlos King kind of overlooked Melody's feelings in that, and he called out Sonny and Moses in order to deflect from Melody's tears and from her calling him out on his bullshit and not allowing her to speak her grievances of what she's been experiencing on his shows as a Black woman, another Black woman being looked over, being put in situations that were not safe. Like Melody was saying, she didn't feel safe as well, where Martell would be running up on her, running up in her face. Other cast members are attacking her verbally about situations, and she felt alone on this show. She didn't have an alliance because everybody was clicking up and against her, and Carlos sat back and watched it happen, and he would not show her businesses on the show as a way to get back at her and make her feel iced out on the show to punish her. So now So Gucci from Bell Collective is going through the very same thing. Of course, like I said, with him trying to overtalk her because he knew what she was saying. So Gucci was saying on his interview by saying that So Gucci knew that Selena was going to be filming that season. But yes, she knew she would be filming that season. But in terms of Carlos King's production company, they were supposed to rearrange things so that So Gucci would not be in the same spaces with Selena. A glass was thrown, somebody was cut, someone had to get stitches, a police report had to be filed, and now that situation had to be through the courts, which So Gucci was like, hello, Carlos, are you not seeing all of this? Why are you still putting me in situations with this person? That is why you guys kept seeing, for those of you who watch Bell Collective, Selena and her husband JJ getting up and just leaving certain scenes because they would be invited to come and film a scene, not knowing Selena gonna come walking in when they have a protection order. Production set that up because they wanted to see an exchange for ratings, but she said, I'm not going to put myself in a situation to, one, violate this protection order, and two, be put in a situation where there's another physical altercation. Carlos didn't care about that because, as I told you guys before, he's friends with Selena. He likes Selena over So Gucci, so he chose to give Selena more scenes by putting her in situations with So Gucci that made So Gucci feel uncomfortable. And he didn't allow her to express that, okay? So he said that you knew that she was going to be filming for seasons prior to her being on there. And So Gucci was like, yeah, but I didn't know that you were going to put me with her. I didn't know that you were going to make me film scenes with her in order to get ratings up, okay? Because the ratings were suffering. Bell Collective coming on, their ratings were suffering bad. But Carlos, of course, was scrambling, and he always does that. He always likes to show abuse on his shows. From Love and Marriage Huntsville all the way down to Bell Collective, he likes to show abuse on his shows. He did it on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that's why they got rid of his ass. That is why they got rid of him, okay? Let me get to, because I've been taking some little notes here. I've been taking some notes. I think it was 2018, 2017 is when Bravo fired Carlos, okay? 2017 is when Bravo fired Carlos from their platform over there. Now, recently, too, I found out, you guys, Nene Leakes recently blasted Carlos King, too, by saying that he stole some personal issues. Nene had a sit-down conversation with Carlos King, and she spilled some very personal stuff about her, about family, about some stuff between her and Greg, just stuff that she was going through. And she's saying that Carlos stole her personal issues that she discussed with him and used it against her on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she was shocked and blown by that because she didn't know he was going to do that. That's during the time that he was producing over there when Nene was on the show. And she said that she felt helpless, that she tried to have a conversation and he pretty much blew her off, that she went and spoke to the higher ups on Bravo, and that they pretty much did nothing until they wound up getting rid of him in 2017 after hearing so many situations about Carlos. They had to get rid of him. So not only did Nene experience it, but So Gucci is now experiencing it. Melody has experienced it as well. Nene accused Carlos of stealing her life story and using it for storylines on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Did y'all know that? Now, somewhere down the line, they made up after that because Carlos did go back and interview Nene, and then he said he wanted to work with her again. But Nene never said that she was ever going to work with him, but he did make mention to that in his interview with Nene Leakes when she sat with him. But Nene did say that Carlos stole her storyline and stole her life story on the show in order to boost ratings, and she was mad about that. Okay, but let's get on with that. We're almost to the end of the show, you guys. We're almost to the end of the show. But let me make sure we get all of this out. Let's make sure we got all that out. But so that is what is going on with that. So Gucci is upset with the fate of her position on this show now, and she's kind of nervous in terms of if she's going to be on the next seasons coming up of the show, because she's upset that Carlos is pretty much using editing and production in order to retaliate against her for speaking out about feeling not protected on his shows. Everybody's been saying it. So many people have been saying they don't feel protected. If everybody is saying the same thing, the shit must be facts. I don't know. So why he doesn't change that about how he moves and that, you know, that whole reputation of it all with what he's trying to do in terms of flexing his Kingdom Reigns Entertainment, and that's how we do, and overlooking women and their feelings and anybody in terms of what they're dealing with. We saw Latrice Rogers get hit on the show and get pushed by Cliff on the show, and he used that as footage. He thought that shit was funny. And people looking at that was cringe, like, oh my God, are you really going to use this footage? He could have cut it out, but Carlos likes mess. Carlos likes to live on the edge when it comes to other people's lives, and that's just not cool. Only for us to later see like bruises on Latrice Rogers' arm, and we were just like, okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? So he's never going to actually address those things, but I do think that Carlos is more so focused on lining his pockets and getting ratings, because that's what he cares about. He don't give a fuck about families being broken up. He don't care about people being divorced. He saw Mel and Martell's situation go under. He don't give a damn. Now he's trying to promote the Scotts. He's trying to do whatever he can to get somebody else in that place so that he can continue his show. He don't care. He really don't care. When they talked about Mel's kids, he didn't give a damn about that. He's like, well, I'm not a parent, so I don't know how that would work. You don't have to be a fucking parent to know that when you're saying things that's uncouth about people's kids, you have to check that. You don't have to be a parent to be able to check that, but he's just so disconnected with reality. It's crazy. But that is it, guys, and that is all. They said that he refuses to listen to the audience or hold cast accountable. He does not. He holds certain people accountable, but he do it in a way to where it's retaliatory. All right. And that's what I don't like about Carlos. All right. I don't like that about Carlos. You don't need to retaliate against nobody. You're the boss. You're the boss. All right. Said, hey, Caramel, they said why are you never in your car driving to work anymore? Did you lose your job? Julie, no, I did not, sweetheart. I do have the capability to work from home, which is what we do. I've been on my job for 23 years. We've not fired, dear. I'm not sure who sent you over here to be in my business. Let me go ahead and read you down while you're here. I'm not in my car because I'm working from home until next year, since you must know. We still work there. And when you see me back in my car driving to my job, that will be a what slap in your face. So while you over here in my fucking business, why don't you worry about where you need to be, okay? Because we're still getting paid and we still have a job and we're still working, okay? It's called a laptop. Get into it, okay? I'm not sure who sent you over here, but take that business back to them, okay? Because we are still 23 years on the job and getting paid with benefits, okay? Get into it. Get into it, okay? I don't need to be in my car going to a job when I can work from home. I have that capability, all right? Yeah. Mods, can you please go ahead and block this troll right here in my fucking business? Yes, honey. Get into it. 23 years of it. 23 years of it. It's called a laptop. I have 3 of them where I can work from anywhere. Okay. Thank you. No, we're not fired, baby. Never fired. Never fired. And if we do get fired, my mortgage will still be paid and my car will still be driven. Okay. Because we do have a pink slip for it. Anything else? While you counting my coins and worrying about my life? Is there anything else? Is there anything else? While you're in my fucking business? Are you at a job today or not? Okay. Yeah, 23 years of it. All right. Get into it. Get into it. Okay. Get into it. Since you want to know my business. Since you know my business, my car is in my garage where it belongs. All right. You are in my business where you don't fucking belong. Anything else? Anything else? When Caramel is ready to get in her fucking car and go back in the office, then that's what she will fucking do. But in the meantime and in between time, she will work from home until she goes back into the office. Okay? Yes. Yes. Okay. Mods, please go ahead and block this person from my channel because you're obviously here to be a spectator and not a supporter. Okay? Yes, y'all got her. Julie Butthole. I don't know what your last name is. Julie Butthole. You out of here, girl. Okay. in my damn business. In my damn business. Okay. Yes, we will have to gather you since you came over here. Somebody else asked me that the other day. Caramel can work from home. I can work from anywhere. I take my laptop with me everywhere I go so I can work from home. I don't have to be in the office. I work a corporate job, which allows me to work from home. I don't have to go in the office, okay? I go in the office if I need important meetings and things of that nature. But for the most part, I can log on from home, dear, and work. So we're still working at the same job 23 years, okay? Thank you for your concern or being nosy. Oh my God, thank you and goodbye. Thank you, Mars, for getting this bitch out of here. All right, anything else? All right, anything? Do I need to read anybody else's ass before we get out of here? All right, do we need to do that? Yeah, she's concerned when I'm going in the fucking office. Bitch, why the fuck do you care where I go and when I get there? Okay, enjoy the fucking show. All right, my life has not changed. I still have a fucking job. Yes, we do. All right, it's called work from home. Get into it, okay? Get into it. That's what I said. It fell out the bushes. I had to get this bitch together because why the fuck do you care where I'm at? Girl, I'm at work right now, okay? My background, I'm still at fucking work, all right? Oh, Jesus. Goodbye, Betty Butthole. Is that your name, child? Get that bitch out of here. Worry about where the fuck I'm at. Worry about that, okay? Worry about where your man is at. Is he in somebody else's guts this morning while you over here worrying about me? See, when you be worried about other people's business, then your shit fall apart. I'm good. Trust and believe. My money ain't stopped, and we still working, and we still got our job. 23 years. Get into it. All right, let's get out of here. I wasn't even planning to go there this morning, but people get out of line. All right, report back to your leader. Report back to your leader that Caramel still works and that she still has a fucking job. And stay out of my fucking business while you're at it, okay? And goodbye. Thank you so much. Let me thank my people, child. Belle Wilson, KBR, Tyra, and Scorpion Miss. Thank you all for modding and doing such an awesome job, okay? Somebody said, enjoy the show, bitch. Yes, y'all gonna see me in my car soon enough. Why are you trying to rush me back in the fucking office? I will go in the office when it's time for my ass to go in the office, okay? All right, True TV Podcast, thank you. Purple Unicorn, Aries Girl Podcast, Deary Talk Show, Messy O's ATL, Boss Lady Brand, Girlfriend Chronicles, Kim K, and Love Seen Heard, okay? What y'all say? So you bet that was Piano Teeth? Well, Piano Teeth, you learned today. Worry about his leg. Don't worry about my fucking job, okay? If that's you, child. If that's you, Piano Teeth, worry about where your husband's leg is. Don't worry about my fucking job because we are good, all right? I promise you I'm good. I promise you. All right. As soon as I log off, I'm about to log on my computer and probably do some meetings. Okay. Thank you, Betty Butthole. All right. Please like the video. Please share the video and please subscribe to the channel, child. And please don't get read down on the bullshit. Okay. And stay out my damn business. I share what I want to share and what I don't want to share. You won't know it. Okay. Clock it. Okay. Let me give y'all my little thing. Clock it. You better clock that T. All right. You're my fucking business. All right. That's why I don't be sharing shit with people because they be trying to be my fucking business. All right. But let's get out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining the show. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like the video. Also, do not forget to sign a petition because I'm still pushing the petition. We still pushing this petition. Okay. Boy, the trolls be watching all in my damn business, all over here in the damn bushes, all in the damn bushes, boy. And then when they see my ass in the car driving to the job, oh, okay, I got it wrong. Bitch, you did get it wrong. Okay. Find you something else to do. Okay. Go put a dick in your mouth and relax. All right. And eat a dick while you at it. All right. So I might have to edit that out, but I don't give no fucks. Thank you guys for joining and goodbye. Let me get my music.